This is the Spartan Body and Mind Podcast, a new podcast with your host, Seth Winterhalter. This podcast is geared towards men who want to take extreme action to transform themselves into something that they're not, something, though, that they long to be. This is what I do. I help overweight men take extreme action to transform themselves into Spartan Warriors. Many men have an attraction to Spartans, Sparta. Maybe you've seen the movie 300. Spartans were some of the fiercest warriors that have ever existed. And not only were they some of the fiercest warriors, they were men with an incredible mindset, an incredible confidence. And where does that come from? It came from a variety of realities. It came from their upbringing, came from their training, came from their dedication, their devotion to their craft. Men, I think, look at Spartan warriors and see both a physical reality, a physical picture of fitness, of an embodiment of what a warrior looks like. But they see something else. They see something greater, and that is a mindset, a confidence, a fierceness, a discipline. I help overweight men take extreme action to transform themselves into Spartan warriors. Now, are you going to grab a spear? Are you going to go to war with Persia? No, you're going to have the body of a warrior, and you're going to have the mindset of a warrior. I've created a program. It's 90 days of radical transformation. Yes, we're going to work on your body. You're going to lose 30 to 50 pounds. You are, for maybe the first time in your life, going to see visible abs. You are going to get after it. It's extreme. Because I think you need extreme measures. I know I've coached, I've counseled a lot of men. And I think my biggest mistake in looking back over 20 years is and there's a time for this, but I think I was just too soft-handed. I think that most men need to be held to the fire in all kinds of things. The way they transform themselves in body, the way they transform themselves in their mind. They need to be held to the fire. They need big goals. They need to feel the pressure in a healthy way. That's what this program is. It's 90 days of pressure, 90 days of discipline, 90 days. This is not a program for becoming a marathon runner. It's not a program to become an aerobics instructor. We're not doing jazzercise. We are eating like warriors. We are training like warriors. We are sleeping like warriors. So we're going to do some body work with our nutrition, our activity, our recovery. But we're also going to transform, over these 90 days, our mindset. We are going to create an opportunity for clarity. Most men do not have clarity in their life. They live in a fog. They live with a low-grade depression. They live without creativity. They live without compassion. They live without confidence. Why is it? Because you're tired, which leads to just a blurred reality. You're exhausted, which leads to frustration. You don't have confidence because you don't feel good about yourself, because you don't look good. Oh, I know. There will be haters who say, oh, it's all vanity. You just want to look good so you can be vain about yourself. You know who says that? Fat people who have no discipline. Lazy people who, when they look in the mirror, don't feel good about themselves either. But instead of doing something about it, they just moan. And they yell at the people who have done something about it. I help men take extreme action because for most of you, extreme action is needed. This podcast is going to help some of you, hopefully, who maybe you want to go through the program, but maybe now's not the right time. Maybe you don't have the money. Maybe you don't have the willpower quite yet. I don't know what it is. Those are all excuses, and they're all not really viable or valuable, but I get it. And so I'm creating this podcast. I'm creating a Facebook group. You can go search it, Spartan Body and Life. I want to help. I want you to seriously consider going through the program. But it is intense. And it is costly. Because that which costs us, we actually persevere through and accomplish. I want you to get things done. I want you to change your life. I want you to transform your life. And I believe that to get to the deep things of your mind, we're going to use the body to get there. Most men want to transform their body. They don't realize that to transform the body, you have to transform your mind. So I'm going to entice you with a transformation of the body to get to the transformation of your mind. This is a podcast about Sparta and Spartans and what we can learn from them. This is a podcast about your body and your mind and what you can apply to your day-to-day. Thanks for listening. Tell your friends about it. If you know men who are overweight, it's time to take action. It's time to be Spartans.